Years by Sylph of Breath. This is a sad stuck fic, as Sylph is wont to do, regarding Roxygen. We've got June and Roxy's respective transitions, and this is a June chapter. The summary is true. There's no question. There's no doubt. I said I'd stick it out and follow through, and when I do, then he smiles. It's 9:37 on Sunday night. Roxy is out of town this weekend. They're speaking at some conference for something, you can't remember. They tell you the names of the conferences, and after a while they all started to blend together. Something about trans youth, or writing about childhood trauma, or maybe a college graduation, or maybe that's the one next month. Before they left, you told them you were going to spend the time cleaning up your side of the office, cleaning off your desk, organizing your books and notebooks and some of the unfinished files on your computer, and might even get started on that new game you've been thinking about. You told Roxy this, but you were really telling yourself. And despite years of evidence to the contrary, you believed it. Whether or not Roxy did, you can't say. And now it's 9:39 on Sunday night, and Roxy will be home any minute. And you did not clean your desk, organize your files, or work on your game. You somehow let the whole weekend pass without really doing anything. At 9:42, Roxy comes in, politely kisses your cheek, tells you the conference is good when you ask, and asks you how your weekend was. You tell them it was okay, but that you got caught up and didn't get around to cleaning the office or working on your game, but you're going to try again tomorrow. They tell you it's okay, that there's no rush, but you can tell they're disappointed. You're suddenly filled with self-loathing. Roxy tells you they're tired and are going to bed. You tell them you're going to stay up a bit longer. They head upstairs. It's 12:41 on Monday afternoon, and you have just woken up. You go downstairs in your pajamas to get some coffee. Roxy is not there. There is still some coffee warming in the pot that Roxy probably made 5 hours ago, at least, so you pour it into a cup and head back upstairs. You knock on the door to what was once your dad's room and is now yours and mostly Roxy's office. You open the door without prompting. Roxy is at their desk on the phone and asks the person on the other end to hold on a sec. They ask you what's up, a bit annoyed. You tell them sorry, that you just wanted to say hi, that you leave them alone. As you're closing the door, you notice that your desk has been organized. You feel like shit. It's 6:14 on Tuesday morning, and you are in the kitchen making breakfast. Not just ordinary breakfast. Bacon, omelets, and pancakes are all simultaneously cooking on 3 of the 4 burners on the stove. You are carefully calculating in your extremely tired brain precisely when to flip what, and regretting your decision that serving everything piping hot and fresh was all that important. You have not had time to start on the coffee or the toast, let alone clean up any of your mess, and you are startled by a voice behind you asking what you're doing. You spin around, embarrassed, and tell Roxy that you didn't think they'd be up this early, and that you're going to bring them breakfast in bed. They ask how long you've been up, and you tell them you hadn't been to sleep. They tell you how sweet you are as they approach and wrap their arms around you, burying their face in your shoulder. Spatula in hand, you embrace them right back. At this moment, absolutely everything is right in the world. You close your eyes and savor the feeling of Roxy's body against yours, the feeling of love pouring out of them and filling every inch of you, for as long as you can. These are the moments you live for, and if you could, you would never let go. Roxy tells you your bacon's burning. You tell them you don't care, but they just look up and give you a smile and a quick kiss before pulling themselves free. They ask you how they can help. It's 6:29, and you and Roxy sit at your kitchen table having breakfast together. They tell you stories from their conference that weekend, Authors Under 30 Summit, and from conferences before that, and about how they've been stuck on this one section of Chapter 13 and that the editor wants it by tomorrow. We tell them more about your new game idea, about that new show you just started watching, and about the best woman dress Kanaya is making you for Dave's wedding. It has pockets. The bacon is only a little bit burnt. It's 7:17. Your arm is over Roxy's shoulder and they are leading you upstairs. They tuck you into bed, tell you they'll wake you up in a few hours, that they'll clean up the kitchen, and thank you for breakfast. They kiss you, tasting like fresh coffee, and tell you they love you. You tell them you love them too. By 7:20, you are asleep. It's 2:24 on Tuesday afternoon, and you are violently woken by Roxy bursting through the door and calling your name. They tell you it's 2:24 and ask you why you're still asleep. You don't have time to remind them that they promised to wake you up before they ask you if you've seen their good purple shirt. They start ranting about how they have a Pestervid call with their editor in 5 minutes, that they got caught up on writing and lost track of time, and they need their good purple shirt. You suggest they check the dryer. They snap at you that if it's just been sitting in the dryer, then it's too wrinkled, and instead start rummaging around the closet to find anything else acceptable. They mumble something about how you were home all weekend. It would have been nice if you could at least take the clothes out of the dryer. You feel like you want to cry. You start to apologize, but Roxy's already out the door with her shirt half off and a different shirt on a hanger in hand. You sit there for another moment, overwhelmed by panic, shame, and exhaustion, unsure what to do. Eventually, you get up and go downstairs, all the way to the basement. You grab a basket and take the clothes out of the dryer. You head up to the living room, turn on the TV, and start to fold. You leave the basket and head to the kitchen for a snack and see that your mess from this morning is still there. You fight the ensuing anxiety with every ounce of energy you have and get to work. You have to take a lot of breaks, and each break drags on longer than you planned, but by 6:43, you are done. The table is cleared, the sink is empty, the dishwasher is running. The clean clothes have been put away and a new load is spinning in the washer downstairs. You sit down and your stomach promptly reminds you that you have not eaten in over 12 hours, and your brain informs you that there's no way you're getting up to make dinner after all that. Your heart tells you not to rely on Roxy for dinner either, so you pull out your phone and order delivery from their favorite Dershin restaurant. It arrives at 7:28, but Roxy has still not emerged. You message them that dinner is ready. They respond that they're busy and to eat without them, so you do. You leave the rest of the food on the table and leave your own dishes in the sink, telling yourself that you will do them tomorrow, which for some reason, you believe. You go back out to the couch and turn on the TV. It's 12:07 a.m. on Wednesday, and you open your eyes to see Roxy smiling back at you. You realize you are still on the couch. Roxy tells you fell asleep in front of the TV. They tell you that they lost track of time running again, but that it's late and you should both get up and go to bed. They tell you they're so sorry for snapping at you earlier, that they didn't mean it, and thank you for cleaning up and getting dinner. You tell them you're sorry for not doing more. They tell you that they know you're doing your best and they appreciate it. Then that it's not fair that they get so stressed out about work and take it out on you. You tell them it's okay and that you're very proud of them and that you love them very much. It's 12:34 and you come into the bedroom, body, teeth, and clothes freshly cleaned, to find Roxy already snoring with their book on their chest. You gently pry it away, mark the page with the receipt they've been using as a bookmark, and place it on their nightstand. You move to turn off their lamp, but take a moment to pause and look at them instead. The familiar feeling of overwhelming love floods your body once again. You have no doubt in your mind that these little moments are worth anything and everything, as few and far between as they seem to be these days. You promise yourself that you're going to do better, that you'll keep up a decent sleep schedule, and that you'll do more around the house, and for some reason, you believe it. You decide you'll take a break from the new game, for some reason thinking that there's anything to take a break from, to focus more on just being a better wife. You decide that one genius, one star in a marriage is more than enough, and it was never going to be you even if you wanted it to. And you decide that you don't. You tried, for a little while, to be more like Roxy, to be more than you are, but it didn't go anywhere, and it certainly didn't make you happy. But if you can just make this beautiful, incredible, absolutely brilliant person who, for some reason, chose to spend their life with you, feel taken care of and loved, well, that's honestly a pretty good reason for living on its own, you think. You plant a lingering kiss on Roxy's forehead before finally turning off the light and going around to crawl into your side of the bed. You fall asleep thinking about how lucky you are.
God fucking damn that story.
Poor June. Oh
I know.
That
Oh my
hits pretty hard.
God, that executive.
It's really
is
fucking
so
hard.
fucking relatable.
I know.
Reminding me of the laundry I should have done earlier this week.
Silver breath in the comments, and then everything is fine.
And then
Shut
everything
up.
is fine. Cool.
You
good.
shut up, the woman says, who wrote Delightful Abattoir.
Yep. Oh, now the woman who caused Bowsette is going to preach to us.
Wait, what?
Right, exactly.
was
That
a-
for Homestuck fanfic.
There's a Tumblr post recently where like somebody responded and was like, "Are you really gonna do that?" And then somebody was like, "Oh, now the woman who created Bowsette is going to preach shows," and it was.
Oh my god.